Welcome back to Storytime with Steph. This is a heartbreaking murder in Michigan. This is Julii Johnson. She was born in August of 1982. She was 34 years old at the time of her death. She was a loving mother to a teenage daughter and had a stable career. Julii was known for her dedication to her family. At the time, Julii was in a 2-year relationship with Jim Latner, living in Warren, Michigan together, but their life together would soon take a tragic turn. On January 13, 2017, just a little after 7:30 a.m., Julii was getting ready for work. She walked out of the door and shots rang out. Jim found her lying in a pool of her own blood next to her car. Julii was shot multiple times, including a fatal bullet to her head. Despite being rushed to the hospital, she did not survive. Police questioned Jim about the incident as he was the significant other and he also had a criminal history. But Jim claimed he had nothing to do with the murder of Julii and he only rushed out of the home when he heard the shots. He saw a man in a hoodie leaving the scene. Once news of Julii's murder went throughout the community, Julii's mother came forward and said the last time she saw Julii was actually the day before on her birthday when Julii came by with a gift and they said their I love yous, and she could never imagine that that would be the last day that she would see her daughter. However, she also mentioned that she really thought that something was bothering Julii, but Julii never said what it was. However, a mother always knows when something is wrong with her child. After the authorities talked to Jim, they cleared him of any type of involvement, but when they looked at his text messages, they were able to identify someone else who was suspicious. It was Marcy Griffin, who was 46 years old at the time. That was Jim's ex-girlfriend and baby mother to his 2 children. She made a lot of threatening comments towards Julii via text messages. And this just wasn't enough evidence to suggest that she was involved in the murder. But then one of Julii's friends came forward to investigators and let them know that Marcy had actually been following Julii and stalking her for a little over 2 years. Still, this wasn't enough information for police to say definitively that Marcy was involved in the murder of Julii, so they continued to dig. Investigators learned that Marcy Griffin harbored envy toward Julii. Marcy was in conversations with her boyfriend, George Ryder, right above me, who was 56 years old, and they plotted the murder of Julii.